Hello, welcome back to Youngr Presents. So in this episode, I sit down with Kyra, an artist, singer, songwriter making waves in London. She recently headlined the BBC Introducing stage at the South Bank Centre, which I was lucky enough to witness. And she's gearing up for her first EP release titled Xanadu. So we talk about what that process is like and what it's like being a mum and trying to tackle all of that single-handedly. And I've known Kyra for a while now. We've worked together for years and we've written loads of great music together. Her voice is just out of this world. So if you haven't heard her music, check the links below. She's got a wicked cover of Closer Than Close with a great music video as well, so you should check that out. And if you ever get the chance to see her live, believe me, do it. She's flawless. Anyway, let's get to it. As always, let me know what you think. Have a great day. See you on the other side. Bye. We got our teas. We're sat here in my studio, Llama Land Studios.
Hey.
And I'm with Kyra.
Hi.
Hi, Kyra.
Hi.
Youngr. Say hello.
Hello.
Thanks, and introduce yourself.
What's going on? I'm Kyra.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No drama, Llama.
No drama, llama. Nice little YouTube plug in the cup.
Oh yeah, nice. That wasn't intentional.
That wasn't intentional at all.
So where'd you come from? Where'd you go? What do you do?
I'm a singer. Songwriter. Mother.
Mother.
Oh.
That's a big one.
I know.
How's that? How's being a mother and a musician?
Do you know what? Surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's always one huge fear of mine, man. I'm like,
Trust
could I
me.
do what I'm doing with a child? A child.
Ciao. Ciao.
So speak to me.
No, I'm not going to lie. I literally was like, oh, career's done now, innit?
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was over, but mainly because I didn't have any clue what life would look like with a child. But surprisingly, aside from the fact that, you know, life is a lot more mental.
Yeah.
It's difficult juggling so many things. Like my brain is non-stop. But it means that your time is a lot more precious.
Yeah.
And so what it means is that when you have a set day, whether Baba's in nursery or with daddy or mother-in-law, whatever, it's like,
That's your
right,
day.
I've got to be productive today.
Let's go.
So I haven't got any time.
Can you turn productivity on like that? Creativity? Because there's a lot of artists that would go, I'll get creative when the days, or when I have to go and pick up my kid. And then I'm like, oh.
I mean, yeah, the time that you're creative, that is one thing I struggle with, actually.
Are you able to just like go, right, this is it?
I am able to go because I've got a fire in my belly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm free!
Yeah.
And because obviously your main thing when you have a kid, especially when they're like 2.5, is that they don't kill themselves.
Yes, that's the main objective.
Literally, that's quite you're unaware of how kind of anxious you are when they're there, because you literally always have to be on point.
That's intense.
Yeah, and I'm maybe like, you know, making it sound a bit more dramatical than it is, but there is a bit of anxiety there. So when he's somewhere in a safe place at nursery, I'm like, oh my God, this is what it feels like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, right, reminder.
And I'm actually like,
Sick,
I'm vibey,
okay.
and I'm excited to get in the studio. And I think though, I'm really creative at like from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Oh really? Oh, you worked it out. Them's the hours.
Like I know it. Literally, I'm
Sick.
like, oh, boom, 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 I could do that for a video. La, la, la.
Oh, sick.
So that's difficult because it's literally killing my life, going to bed at 3,
I was going to say.
waking up 7:30.
Yeah, and is he sleeping through the night now? With a little bit of luck, he can sleep it through the night.
Yeah, but then he climbs into our bed a lot, and
cute.
you know.
That was me when I was a kid. I was in my mum's bed every night.
Really?
Yeah, I was the worst.
I know, and there's some parents that are like, no, you know, sleep discipline, all that. And I'm
Nice
just
girl.
like,
Come in.
listen, if at this point I don't care. Sleep anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
On the floor, like
Just sleep.
Shut up and go to sleep.
And do you write, when you have that time, are you like lyric and notepad, or are you like call you guys, get in the studio?
Session's already been booked in, babes.
Okay.
I'm on the way.
Sick. Right. Okay, on the district line.
Literally.
You're like, this morning you text me, This train is taking ages. It keeps stopping. Pretty sure that's what trains do.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm a mug for that one. You knew what I meant.
I was playing badminton this morning, my brother. Yeah.
How was it?
Beat him 6 games.
Sick.
6 games.
Badminton's a wicked game.
Badminton is great. It's so much. You just like burst, quick burst of energy. Tennis isn't my thing.
Tennis is not
Bit
my
long.
flex.
Badminton's like ding, 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 ding. You're inside, you're chilling.
I haven't played that in years.
So I want to talk about your name, right? Because your artist name is simply Kyra. But way back when, it was something different, right? Did you change it, or are you thinking about changing it?
It's always been Kyra, but I was thinking about changing it.
I remember you were talking to me, yeah.
Yeah.
So explain to me why you kept your name Kyra. Because I'm interested in why artists... Did some artists have a different name as like a shop front? And then like they let you see what you want to see, but then they've got themselves.
Yes.
Other people have their name because they want to see right through their music into their soul.
Yeah.
So just talk to me why do you stick with Kyra and not change it?
Okay, yeah. So I was considering changing my name because at that time I'd put out a lot of music which I felt... No, actually I didn't put out a lot of music. I had written a lot of music.
You had written a lot of music, yeah.
And it was in a very different lane than a few things I'd put out, you know, some years before.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like I wanted some form of separation between old Kyra and new Kyra.
Yes.
And yeah, I remember we had a lot of chats about,
man.
you know, changing my name.
Yeah.
Because it is a big decision because I guess now where everything is so, you know, social media kind of driven, it's like everything you do is there.
It's forever.
Essentially, forever, yeah. Unless you're like Beyonce and you can
you could be a lion.
delete some shit. But are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, we can swear as much as you want.
So I was really, really caught up with it in a while. And then I started speaking to people and they were like, well, what does Kyra mean?
Right.
Like, what does it mean?
As an actual word? Or to
as
you?
an actual name and to me.
Yeah.
And names, I do believe that names do hold a lot of power.
Yeah, 100%.
I really do.
Do you know what your name means and what language, where did it come from?
So Kyra is taken from the Greek name. I should have looked this up before I came.
No,
but from the Greek name, like something.
We'll fact check it.
We'll fact check it.
Yeah.
And it means like a lord or a lady.
Okay.
And a goddess. And then now I was like,
yeah, you're like, oh
darling,
my God.
I've been found. It's me. No, I'm staying here. And then I also gave myself permission to actually develop. And you don't need to change your name in order to like reclaim where you're at now.
Exactly.
Like
the only one that cares about that is you. There's no one out there going, oh, she's going to change her name. Or it's all to do with your mental state.
Literally. It was all things I was dealing with mentally about, you know, this block I was in and putting out music and figuring out who I was again. And I thought, actually, no, I don't need to change my identity. Like
just to change music. It's just you have changed.
Yeah.
Kyra has changed.
Yes. Kyra has developed.
Yeah.
And grown.
Sick.
And then I made peace with it and I was like, no, my name's powerful and I believe I was given my name for a reason. Was nameless for 2 weeks or so or longer.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have a name for me.
Interesting.
And they found it in a book.
Sick.
Yeah, and just instantly connected with it. And I thought, no, that's powerful.
I used to love it when I type in Kyra on Spotify. It's just Kyra. It's powerful. Just for one word.
I've always had a plan, like when I'm about 70, I'll bring in my surname.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two phases to my career.
When you're playing like Montreux Jazz Festival and like jazz clubs.
Yeah.
Everyone calls you by your first and second name.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Right? Just bopping on with your walking stick.
Yes. Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So you said social media driven. Your socials are very stylized.
Oh.
Your Instagram is very, you know, it's got a look. It's very, you're putting things up there that you want people to see, obviously. And it looks very chic. It looks very fashionable.
Does it?
And I like it.
Oh, you.
Now, is that, obviously that's intentional. Do you see that as your shop front? And is there a little bit of you that you're keeping to yourself?
Absolutely.
There is, right?
There is.
Right.
I try to keep it organic though. Like, I do try and mix and blend it. I think everyone thinks they can be better at it. I know kind of what things I want to hit a bit more.
Okay.
And
which are?
I think it's hard for me to find a fine line between letting people in, like letting people get to know you, but then also, you know, my son is so precious to me. Like, why should you just have the open free house to just get to know him? Like, I'm not sure if I want you to know him yet. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like
that should be his choice too, a little bit.
Right. I'm like, hold on, no one actually asked you. So I know other people have got like Instagram accounts set up for their kids and stuff, but I haven't even put my son's name out there.
Right.
I just feel like the things that are really sacred to me, like my family, you won't really see them up there. Because the main thing for me is about my music. I'm trying to get my music out.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like as I release more and more, I'll probably get a bit more comfortable to share a bit more. But
it's almost like the more popular you get, the more people want to know you. So it's almost like you putting up things of your family, and when I do it, of things, I'm like, wait, no one cares about that.
No one cares.
But no one cares about that. But then if you get big and people start to care more, then why? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why should you share more? I'm in the exact same place as you.
Yeah.
I've keeping a lot to myself. But when I was on like 3 years ago, it was very much about let them in, story every day, what you're doing, give them as much as possible. But now, I don't know, it's like it's nice to hold just a bit back and have your personal life to yourself.
I agree. And I feel like I just completely lost my train of thought then. Sorry.
It's the vibrations.
The vibration.
I need to find this thing there. So, what was the other name you were contemplating? Xanadu, right.
The name of my forthcoming EP.
Exactly. And in the music video, you were at Xanadu Cafe.
Yeah. Yes, you noticed.
I noticed.
Detail.
It was great. Great video. That's the video for your cover of
Closer Than Close.
Closer Than Close.
Yeah.
So before we get onto the Xanadu, which I feel like we're going to go onto a mad, mystical, spiritual path, why did you decide to cover that song, Closer Than Close? And who is the original?
Rosie Gaines.
Yes. Bad man tune.
Such a bad man tune.
Bad man tune. Whose idea was it?
It was my idea.
Your idea?
Yeah. I always loved that song.
Yeah.
And I was in the studio jamming with The Garden. It was very, very like early days of working on this whole EP actually.
So this EP's been a long time coming because we wrote some things like 900 years ago.
Fam. When I tell you, this EP is literally my second child.
Yeah, right.
No, my first child, really. Started working on it before that child.
What? Before that child? For the actual child?
Yeah.
It came out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this has been a labour of love, believe me.
Have there been ups and downs? Or is it just a lovely journey that you've been on? Or
I think where the journey got difficult was figuring how to put it out. Like, making it was amazing. Like,
of course.
Come on, those sessions that we had, we weren't thinking about anything. There was no pressure. We were just literally jamming.
That creativity came from somewhere else, man.
I said that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've always been skeptical about that. But then I was watching an interview with Pharrell and he was saying, you know, when he gets all deep, he's like, we're just the funnel, man. We're just the funnel. We're just the things. And I was always like, what are you talking about? But then we did our session. I was like, oh,
literally.
I kind of get what you're saying now.
I felt like a vessel.
Yeah.
I don't even remember writing those lyrics.
I don't remember anything.
I don't.
But it's one of my favourite songs I've ever done. It's so sick.
Higher Ground.
Higher Ground, cheese.
Hey. And it's such a spiritual song, though.
I know.
It really, really is.
Because I'm digging deep in spirituality now. But back then when I did it, I must have been somewhere under the surface.
Yeah.
But consciously I wasn't thinking of it.
Yeah.
So now when I consciously think about that session, it's very special. Very special. Because it's also when you're doing loads of sessions, you think, oh, they're probably all this good. They're probably all this great and all this effortless. But then as you do more music every day, you realise, oh, there are a few special times that you have.
I really do think that song is such a special song, and having now performed it live, I'm like, oh my God, this is even better.
Watching it live. Is like, yeah.
Like, people have told me they feel like, whoa, like they just went on a spaceship ride.
Yeah, a spaceship ride.
Literally. Very, very special. Like, music is very powerful.
It is.
And yeah, that time of creating with no one around, like no one knew I was working on anything.
Yes.
We were just jamming.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah,
something
about
like
4 or
that.
5 years ago.
Yeah, we were just jamming.
Literally, just jamming, just making music. No pressure, no what's it for.
Glorified bedroom jamming, wasn't it? Just like in the bedroom studio.
I knew I wanted to make an EP of some sort.
Yeah.
So that part of it, was amazing. Like, so actually some of the best times of my life, right, in this
beautiful
EP.
And then trying to work out how it's going to roll out has been vexing your mind.
Yeah, that was a difficult bit because I'm independent, I'm unsigned, I'm managed.
Yeah.
I was like, and also don't forget, I think back then had people, I can't remember if you could release yourself on Spotify back then. Or if it was early days.
Early days, yeah, wasn't it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember it not being so accessible.
So accessible, because now you can do things through companies. And
you can just,
like that.
AWOL Ditto, whatever you want to do. It's really a lot easier now. But I had to kind of learn everything. And then also, I had so many ideas in my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, how can I tell the story of this EP?
Yes.
Because it's all based on this movie from the 80s.
Yes.
Called Xanadu.
Yes.
And it's based on Greek mythology.
Sick.
Of these 9 goddesses, these 9 muses.
Mm-hmm.
Their father is Zeus, and they're in this Michelangelo painting in California. And Kyra comes out of the wall, and she roller skates and meets Sunny, who's an artist. And their job as muses are to...
Is this the movie?
This is the movie.
Sick, okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, it was filmed in the 80s, so it looks cheesier than this. But the concept...
I like your description.
My description. Plus, because she was called Kyra, I was like, no, this is all meant to be.
I was going to say.
Kyra. So, these jobs... So there's like a muse of dance, a muse of song, a muse of literature, whatever. And Kyra comes to inspire Sunny, but they end up falling in love. Mm-hmm. But she's this ethereal, otherworldly, spiritual muse. Yeah. She's meant to go back into her realm.
Yeah.
And so it's this whole 2 worlds colliding of like forbidden love. So there's like, my whole EP is kind of taking you on a journey of this. So there's like falling from grace, there's higher ground, cause and cure, like
sick.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And it's a fully concept album.
Completely.
4 tracks. Oh.
7.
Oh, sick.
6 and an interlude.
Yes, all about the interludes.
It's basically an album, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I could have even done like 10, 12 songs on there.
Yeah, I think soon album and EP and playlist they're going to be words of history.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a collection of music
Literally.
online. That's cool, man. So Cure, the one that's already on Spotify, you're going to put it on?
Yes. So Closer Than Close, the cover isn't on the EP.
Okay.
That for me was just like, I really loved it. I thought...
I mean, it's wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked tune.
I just thought it was banging.
And you nailed it.
To put it out.
There's the bit, I think it's the end or the middle, you go up to that ridiculous note.
That's it.
Stop it. Outrageous.
Oh,
so good.
You.
And you nail those notes live as well.
Thanks, man.
Like right on the nose. I would say your gig, your performance, because I saw you at the BBC introducing thing.
Yeah, Future Tense series. South Bank. December.
And you were amazing.
Aww.
And I took my little sisters, and I was saying this before, blew their mind.
Oh my God.
Blew their mind. Because you were flawless.
Oh gosh.
It was flawless though, because notes-wise you were bang, performance-wise bang, musicians were doing their thing, but you also looked outrageously incredible.
Oh my God, thank you.
What can you explain your fashion sense, desire? What are you trying to put through the fashion? What are you trying to say? And why is it so wonderfully eccentric?
Thank you. Do you know what? That's so nice to hear, because being in it at my end, I'm always like very self-critical. I'm like, oh no, that wasn't right. That didn't look right.
No.
And sometimes you just got to accept what it is and appreciate where you are at now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm always like, as soon as I come off stage, I go, I could have done that better.
Yes.
And you know what? It's what you've done is enough.
What you've done's enough. The imperfections make it better.
Yeah, so I'm learning to just accept, no, this is where we're at. And I really appreciate that. Like, thank you.
It's all kind of truth.
Yeah, I guess fashion-wise, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you look fucking great today.
No, I don't know.
You look great. Where's this from?
Booby, booby.
Booby, booby, booby.
Parents. Man down.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's going to be a gif. I've got to make that into a gif. Parents, man down. Jesus. I love it. Is it like charity store vibes, or is it like high street vibes? Or
it's a bit of like some vintagey stuff I find. Yeah. It's a bit...
Not charity store, vintage, sorry. Vintage
it's a bit of everything. It's a bit, I'm late, what's literally clean and I can see, throw it on. I feel like I'm still working on my fashion though, my look.
Right.
I kind of just like, I do like eccentric pieces, but I guess sometimes you don't want to go, especially at the beginning, sometimes you just want to be kind of accessible as well. Like you want people to just connect with you.
Absolutely.
But if I had it my way, I would just literally be walking around in like ruffles all day, like a massive train of ruffles.
Interesting.
And something really extravagant.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always kind of, I'm trying to do one better on myself each time
that's a good way to be.
Stuff, because
you were wearing at that gig, you were wearing something incredible. Was it a stylist?
That coat.
Yeah, was it that coat?
Oh yeah, it was like a yellow kind of PVC coat with like big bird fur on the sleeves.
It was amazing.
I really love up and coming designers in this country are flipping amazing.
Right, because also that video of Cure and Cause.
Cause and Cure.
Cause and Cure. Is that styled?
Yeah. I had a stylist, yeah.
Because it's wicked, and I feel like it's really amazing the art direction of these videos.
Oh, thank you.
And the styling of it. And where do you find these people?
Wow, so actually, this is the funny thing. Like in the last year since I made the decision to put music out, I feel like the right people have come to me because I met these two amazing girls. I hate calling them girls, sorry. Two amazing women. Creative directors, Ramara Kerr and Siki Bandal. And when I first met them, great names, I was like, you know when your brain is so full of like a concept and creativity, but you don't know how to get it
just don't know how
out.
to do it.
How can I let people into this world of Xanadu and these muses and this kind of ethereal goddessy look? How can I execute it?
Yeah.
And so that's where we worked on these campaign images. So all of the artwork is stemmed. I've actually only had I got 6 pictures from the shoot, and I've literally done with every release. I've used the same images. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, because also I'm like, I don't have an endless pot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Paying for this myself. How can I keep it cohesive? How can I give people a theme and let them into the story but still look good? And so it's been a work in progress. Like even with the stuff I've put out, I'm always like, I want more. But again, this is just where I'm at.
Just where you're at.
Trying to build with it, trying to grow with it. But it's deliberately stylized in that way because it all relates back to the EP concept.
Okay.
So the kind of Grecian draping.
Sick. Yes.
Yeah, the notes of like, you know, in the next visuals that are going to come up, we're going to have, what are they called? Not the mannequins, but like the Greek gods, the pillars and the Roman kind of stone.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
I'm so lost for words right now.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, almost like not gargoyles, but like the things that are in stone.
Yeah.
What are they called? The
Greek.
But they're all like chilling there.
Yeah.
Naked.
You know, and they're like necks cut off on some of them.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
We'll Google it.
Tired.
We'll Google it.
But yeah, everything I'm doing with this EP, it's all stylized around that. And then after the EP,
I was going to say, you don't know. Have you got a concept in mind?
I've got a few ideas in place. I really want to release a lot of music this year.
Okay, 2020 is the year of music for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick.
Am I meant to be asking you about you?
No, man.
Let's talk about
this
you.
is Youngr Presents Kyra.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Chatting away.
No one's interested in me. So,
Of course we are.
but this, this is the whole point of this series, because so many amazing artists out there. I just want to chat to people who love and respect, who I want to try and push.
Love that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Thank
It's great.
you.
So, my next question, are you proud of this work? Sounds like like you're pretty proud.
Honestly, I'm so proud of it.
Sick.
Like, no one can tell me anything. Honestly.
That's such a powerful place to be as an artist.
Literally.
Because I've been times where I'm a bit iffy and someone will say one thing about it and it's like someone pulls
Yes.
the rug out and you're like, oh yeah, maybe it will be good in that tempo, or maybe it will be good with that key, and maybe I should do that.
Sorry, who are you?
Yeah.
What? Sorry. No, literally. What makes people qualified to give opinions on music?
Other than the creators of it.
I'm sorry.
I know.
If you come to me and say, do you know what, I reckon we can do that with the chorus. Not because a song should be 3 minutes 30.
Yeah.
Like, come on, higher ground. We start the track with a flipping.
That could be a rock tune.
Right. It's wild. Don't chat to me about anything.
Yeah.
It's got 4 instruments in there and the bass is going. I'm sorry.
So
I
good.
will put out music. That's why, do you know what? Being independent
Yeah, man.
is
Powerful.
actually sick. It's
Powerful.
a sick place to be because, yes, you know, ideally, I'd love to be in some kind of label situation or distribution situation with a bit more funding to really execute what I want. But it's a great time, man.
Yeah.
I'm putting something out because I love it.
Seems like you're happy as well. I'm getting happy energy from you.
I am happy.
Like, legit. That's wonderful.
Yeah, because I really believe in the music. I know it's good. Like, it might not be your exact cup of tea.
But that doesn't matter because music's not for everybody.
Right.
As long as you think it's the best
But you
thing.
really can't tell me that it isn't a good body of work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care how egotistical that sounds.
Yeah.
I believe in it 100%.
That's amazing. Let's segue into ego then.
Yeah.
Because ego seems to be a big part of a lot of problems with clashing people, with people not finding each other's opinions, and also labels, A&Rs, whose ego's bigger than like artists' egos, who's right,
Whose willy's bigger?
whose car's bigger, who's got a better house. I just think it's the root of a lot of problems.
Yes.
And do you think ego-less music can be achieved? Do you feel a sense of ego in your music? Do you have an ego when you're writing it? I mean, there's an ego you saying that you think it's the best thing that no, you said it's you're proud of it and you can't tell me that it's not a good body of work. That's a sense of ego. But it's not bad ego. It's not, you're not trying to fight anybody, you're not trying to prove anybody wrong. And
See, this is the thing. I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, it's better than you.
exactly.
I'm saying it's the best work I've done.
And that's beautiful because that's all we can comment on ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I feel like ego always has a negative connotation.
I know,
But
yeah.
there's a part of ego I personally feel is necessary because, okay, yeah, you can be humble, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you and I are here because we believe we're good enough to be,
Yes.
right?
Agreed.
I mean, is that a
That's
part
a
of
fair-
ego? Like,
right.
Is that your ego? See, for me though, I guess intention has a big part to play because I'm creating art because I love it. I want to share it with the world. But I think there's a difference with intention. Like if you're just using music maybe as
Right.
a vehicle to be famous, then maybe your intention behind what you're doing is different. If you just
Yeah.
want fame and to be adored and
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a different game, that, isn't it?
It's a different thing. But with what you're saying in terms of like conflict between people,
Yeah.
yeah, people let those voices
Yeah, man.
get in the way.
Yeah, and there's a shield up. And it's like, I just don't think anything good comes at them. But then, like what you said before about people's intentions and why are they doing music? Do they feel a sense of purpose
Yeah.
in what they're doing? And without that, it's so tricky to get to the bottom of it. That's why I want to talk about it, because I'm conflicted myself. Because even my dad's music, like his biggest tracks are, I'm a Wonderful Thing. And that his whole thing is based around an ego. But that was back in the 80s. And I think we're getting to this place where there's a lot more people getting into self-awareness, mindfulness, compassion. And I feel like it's breaking down a little bit. But then I'll go on the radio and hear some crazy music. And it's full of egoistic things. And I want to be like, that's great. Because people are digging that and they feel empowered by that. But at the same time, I'm like, is that spreading a negative?
No, it's not, because even though it might have taken some ego for your dad to write that record, you need to think about who's singing that record. So when, Terry in his bedroom in Essex is singing, Tessa, he's like, I'm wonderful. Like, well, actually, that's powerful and that's positive, because you're allowing other people to feel a sense of self-worth.
Yeah. That's it. I like that.
And also, like, let's just be real. Like, I think it does take... I mean, I'm not going to lie. Before I go on stage, right?
Yeah.
I psych myself up in my mind.
Yeah.
And I say, I'm the best.
Yeah. You got this.
I really don't think I'm the best. But I need that. I need that confidence in myself. Like, I'm the best. I can do this. I'm going to smash a show. I'm going to deliver it.
Sick.
I mean...
And that gets you to that energy level where you can walk out there and perform and give your best.
Yeah, because if you are putting yourself on that stage, I think ego can be a healthy thing.
A healthy thing. A little protection from what? Like, why healthy? If you... Because I also think vulnerability is a beautiful thing.
But I also think fake self-depreciation is awful. Like, don't pretend that you don't know you're good. You know those people that
one, yeah.
All those girls or guys that like post this like amazingly sexy picture and then write some like self-depreciating caption underneath. Yeah. It's like, no, you post it because you look good.
That's conflicting, yeah.
Own up to that.
You look buff.
I don't know what they're saying. It's just infuriating. It's just like, just own
up.
You're sexy.
No, you look good. Okay, interesting. I like that. Everyone gives me. It's always a different answer, and I like the fact that it's not a clear.
But ego can be negative when it gets in the way, and when sometimes you react in a certain way, and you have to think, hold on a minute.
That's it. Yeah.
Why am I offended by this? This is actually. It comes with self-awareness over time.
Oh, that's it. Self-awareness. Yeah.
Why am I offended because they said they didn't
exactly, and that's what
that?
I was seeing it as the little cogs. If you imagine little cogs in your body, and one of them you haven't been oiling, you haven't been addressing it, and you've just been kind of ignoring it, and then one person says something to you that triggers something.
Right.
All the other cogs are working because you've addressed them and whatever, but there's one that you've been like behind a closed door. And it'll trigger something, and you'll just react, and you'll
lash out, and this whole "do you know who I am" kind of person, and
I'm this, and
we've all, I think, it's different things, isn't it, for everyone, but there's the way we're wired, our experiences, or whatever, but I think it does come with self-awareness and getting to know yourself to actually sometimes be able to stop before you talk and be like, actually, do you know what? I know why I'm triggered.
Yeah,
I know why, because I'm insecure about that, and they've hit that.
Yeah, so you don't need to go blah, and which will just create blah. It just needs to be it's all good in the hood, and then you address it properly.
Exactly.
With a less egoic comeback, you just like what you just said then. Blah, 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 blah. I think there's better ways of dealing with things. Yeah.
And again, I think intention is a lot of things. Like, sometimes I do just blah, and I don't mean to... I've been told I can be blunt, but you know what? My heart with it is good. My intention is always good. I want to be better.
Nice.
You know, I think in music, it's a hard road. You kind of got to find your tribe.
Yeah,
naturally, and just go along the journey and kind of see who you connect with. Like, really, there shouldn't be any conflict in music.
Exactly.
You know, did you write 50% of that song? No. Share.
Oh my God. Amazing. Oh my God, that was amazing. Yes.
Did you? I know that you are so-and-so multi-million producer or artist,
Yeah.
but if we all just come back down to this level playing field,
Yeah.
human
We're
beings,
all equal.
what's fair?
Mm.
This unknown person has come in with their talent.
Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't be a thing where, right, because I'm so-and-so artist, I'm just going to take 50% of this. Like, when did that become fair?
When did that become fair?
Like, that I think is an awful side of ego.
Yeah.
Within music.
I know.
You know, people fleecing up and coming artists or
Yeah,
whatever,
man.
whatever. Like,
I remember with Picture. You remember I think I met you after Picture Book. I was in a band called Picture Book with my brother and a singer.
oh, I didn't know
back
this.
in Liverpool, and it was a 3-piece trio. And we had like electronic pop music, and we had some success on one song called Sunshine, and then there's another song we wrote called My Love, and we got an email saying that Cher wanted to sing it.
No way.
Fucking
Oh my
Cher.
God.
And we were like, yeah, sick. Cher. It's on a new album. And it was like, yeah, because we wrote the tracks, and we'd written the song as a 3-piece, and then we got another writer in who'd worked with Cher before to make it a bit more Cher.
Right.
Like, this is hilarious.
Do they just do that? Right.
Put the autotune on. Yeah. And then they come back to us going, yeah, you guys are going to have 10% between you, and then Cher's taking 50 or 40% of it or something like that. And it was like, but we were just up because we were like, okay.
Yeah.
And I regret that so much because we could have kept that song. I think we get it back in like 10 years.
Yeah.
It was the same things. Like, why did you have to take that?
But this is the thing, and I think we've all been through those things like coming up where you're like, actually, looking back, I should have stood my ground. And
Yeah.
But that's all learning and growth and
learning,
confidence as well. But that's the thing. Remove ego, remove greed.
Yes, man.
Let's all get level
let's
here.
all just chat.
Soul to soul, people to people. Like, let's just be amicable. Like, let's just do what's fair
Yeah.
and right.
Yeah, man.
That is the disappointing, I think, the industry we're in, you do come across that, and it definitely hurts when you go through stuff like that.
It does. It makes you stronger though in it. And
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what do you think of the industry? Like, are you looking? Do you want to do a major label? Have you been on a major label? Have you been on a label?
I've never been signed.
Right.
I've never been published. You know, you hear horror stories about being signed, though, don't you? Kind of artists being stuck.
Yup. You're the
know.
worst stories.
I mean, flipping. Like, look at JoJo, where she re-recorded her albums.
Oh my God,
to have them on.
yes.
I watched a YouTube documentary. She just won a Grammy the other week.
Did
last
she?
week, and I was so happy for her.
Sick. 'Cause she's got a crazy voice, right?
Yeah, but just her story is mad.
Is it?
You should really check it out.
I will. John Tangerine.
Yeah, please.
I've just done that one for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Do you want to share or do you want your own one?
I'll get my own one.
What was the point of us saying this? I waffle a
Jojo.
lot and
No.
I don't sleep enough to remember my train of thought.
Waffling's great. Would you like this?
Yes.
Peeled.
Thanks, darling. Oh.
Jojo, label, she had to re-record everything because of the
Yeah,
label,
so you
right?
asked me about labels.
So
yeah.
she was trapped in
She was trapped in, and those are like the worst kind of horror stories, really.
it. So, and here's the thing. Universal come knocking on your door. Hey, we got this amount of money. We got this. You can't tell me now that you wouldn't be like, sick, I'm going to do it.
No, absolutely. Like, I've got nothing against being signed. For me, what I want to do is have creative freedom.
Yeah.
And I want the money to do what I want to do.
So it's cash flow, isn't it?
It's cash flow. So if a private investor came to me tomorrow
Right.
and was like, here's 50 G's.
Yeah.
Let's do something.
Yeah.
Boom.
See, I think there's a way of doing that. I think labels are becoming a little less needed now because of all the access we have as
It's true, but then
as
again,
artists.
I think in terms of collaborating with other artists,
Oh, yeah.
it can obviously be really beneficial to be signed and be with a label.
beneficial, but not necessary.
Not necessary.
You got your own thing going on. You got Instagram right there. And that's another thing. Most of my collaborations, remixes, sessions have come through Instagram.
Honestly, my whole life's come through Instagram.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, Instagram's great. But at the same time, it can be frustrating as an independent artist you do often feel that you're chasing your tail, and it's a bit of a catch-22. Like,
Yeah.
you know what you want to do, but you're not there yet to get it, but you've got to do that to get that, but I can't do that without getting that. And sometimes you get...
Almost always money, isn't it?
A lot does come down to money, I think. I think people pretend that you don't need money and, just put it out. But it's like...
Yeah, you could put something out into the vast ocean of noise.
This is it. There's so much noise. How do you cut through? And I think that's where a label funding can definitely help. So I'm not anti-label at all. But I think the scary thing is you have an A&R who's really into you, and then you sign, and the A&R's gone.
Dude,
and you're just like,
happened to me twice.
Really?
Yeah, man. Almost signed me to Warren Chappell. He was a really, really good guy. I'm still friends with him. And he wasn't there the next year, and now
That's it. And
I don't talk to anybody there.
Right.
But I'm still signed there.
Really?
Apparently.
Hey guys, if you're listening, can you get in touch?
Yeah, innit?
That's a scary place to be.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that space then?
Manager. You know what I mean? And just trying to... I think the best thing to do is not to, like, nag, and not to become reliant on that company. Just do what you've been doing.
Right.
Do what you've been doing. I'm just going to keep writing, keep doing my thing, and it'll come around.
This is it. For me, I think some people think, right, I'm signed now, this is it. I can sit down and lay back.
I fucking did that in the first year of Ireland, and I regret it.
Yes.
I was like, put my feet up. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Keep proving yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. The thing is, I just want it to help facilitate what I'm doing.
100%, yeah.
You know, push me on, get me into these shows and on tours and
support tours and all that.
This is it. This is where that's what appeals to me about the label and great manager and all of that. It's navigating those spaces where
100%.
I can just
having it
be creative.
Yes.
You know?
And that's finding the right label, but then it's trickery. You'll meet a big label and they'll say all that stuff to you. And you're like, oh my God, yeah. 2 weeks later and you're like, oh shit.
This is the thing.
I think you're in a different position. You're in a strong position because you've been doing it so long on your own.
Thanks, dude.
And you're like, and you've released music. You've got the image. You've got the name. You're not like, I need something from you.
Yes.
Other than your resources and where you can put me. Creatively, you're solid. And that's what's powerful.
Thank you.
I went into Ireland creatively not solid.
Right.
That's where I went wrong because I've got no beef on Ireland. They were trying to do their thing. I was trying to do my thing. And I just didn't have my roots in the ground.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So your vision wasn't clear for yourself.
Exactly.
So you were...
100%. I was like, oh, I'll try that.
Okay.
And once you tried it, you're not just tried it, you've done it and it's there and it's like, let's put it out now. And you're like, okay.
Right.
Whereas actually, maybe I should have kept going for a bit longer on my own.
Right.
Put a bit more music, really solidified what I was doing.
Yes.
It's taken me 2 years to kind of navigate this wild journey.
Yeah.
And I don't like to look at it with regret or with negativity or go, this person did this. And it was all just people trying their best.
Right. You know what? That's really kind of commendable that you've got that attitude on it. You've got that take on it. Because there has been times where I felt more bitter about situations, but
in the moment I'm bitter. I'm like, but now I've been reflecting more.
Yeah. Someone was trying to do their job and had a good idea for you.
Right. They were just trying their best.
You didn't know where you were at. And this is the thing. But sometimes you can't, like you say, flipping £1 million record deal came tomorrow. Of course it's exciting and you want to go on it and people are speaking all the things that you've wanted to hear your whole life. So I don't knock anyone, but I do think, it's been a journey for me. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, we wrote some of these songs and with The Garden as well, the EP, 4 or 5 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a long time.
That's a long time, 4 or 5 years.
And it didn't take me 4 years to write it, but it's taken me a good few years to, oh my God, push the cogs and get them turning to get everything out. And, I'm funding everything myself as well. So I'm grinding and I'm working and investing my own money. And
badass.
And then rewarding. Life as well. Life in between.
Load of life. Child life too.
Yeah. I do believe you have to keep living your life though.
Right. You just can't just be fully
Yeah, I do believe because you burn out, you'll kind of wake up one day and realise that you don't have any friends.
Right.
Because you didn't make any time for them.
She didn't make time for them, of course. And family connection. You could also, family's always there, but to be close to your family is a wonderful thing. Yeah.
And you need life to inspire your art.
Absolutely.
So, cool, you can keep smashing out sessions twice a day, every day, but after a while,
what are you writing about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just going to become generic.
Start writing about the session you did yesterday. Amazing. So, let's pivot, as they say in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about the song that made you want to be a musician, a singer.
Oh.
What was it when you were little Kyra and you put on BBC One or whatever it was and you went, oh my God? Or
I feel like I can remember a few songs throughout my life.
Yeah, go for it.
So, my dad's record collection is absolutely sick.
Jeez.
Rare groove, soul.
Oh, okay.
I remember hearing an Earth, Wind and Fire record and being
sick.
like,
what is this?
What is this?
Sick.
Like, actually, sonically, like...
I still listen to Earth, Wind and Fire, like, what is this? It's amazing.
Literally.
It's amazing.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aliens.
They look like aliens too.
Yeah, and the artwork's all like, that's why I love them as well. It's all,
outer space, man.
Right? Anything like that, I'm like, I feel a very deep connection with.
Sick. Was there a specific song or just the record? Just the overall feel of it.
I don't know. After the Love Is Gone is amazing.
Right. After the love is gone.
Just so good. Billy Griffin, Hold Me Tighter in the Rain.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Chant the key changes, isn't it?
After the love is gone.
Yeah. All right. That was also on one of the CDs that was. My dad bought me a random compilation CD, and that was one of the songs on there. Yeah, and I still remember it because it was before I was a musician. Sorry, and then what was the next one?
Billy Griffin, Hold Me Tighter in the Rain.
So I don't know this. Do I know this?
Hold me tighter in the rain when it's blue. Once again.
Oh, I don't think I know that.
And there's key changes in that as
I'm
well.
gonna write that down. Billie Eilish.
Hold Me Tighter in the Rain.
Billie Eilish. Hold Me Tighter in the Rain.
The arrangement.
How old were you then?
I don't know. Little.
Little.
Shouldn't have been listening to those tunes.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when your dad don't care and he's playing his tunes.
Yes. So that was through your dad's record collection.
Yeah. I think my dad definitely set me up on a good foundation with music.
Sick.
Randy Crawford, loved her. Faith Evans. In fact, the thing about the Xanadu movie is that Electric Light Orchestra produced the soundtrack, all the songs.
They're so good.
And they're so good. And that, again, is all sonically quite like otherworldly in places, and all these kind of like bendy, closed, cosmic, and all these sounds and the way the harmonies kind of bended and went to these places, like it all just felt very like otherworldly to me. So
okay, so you've always been attracted to something otherworldly. That's very interesting. Which explains a lot.
And I was literally obsessed with that Xanadu movie and the music from it from like, I don't know, 5 years old or something. So
sick. I
feel like this EP has been in me.
Inside you. Great.
Literally, I feel like...
It actually is your first child, second child.
Literally. Yeah. Who else? I remember hearing British singer Terry Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Men
sick.
Can't come.
Yeah.
Men can't go.
Okay.
There's something that fit. It's back to the jumping boy.
Hey.
And it was funky, but it was like jazzy, but it was soulful.
Yeah.
It was like funky, like jazzy.
Oh my God, like
all these things like blended into one, like a pop chorus in there too. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to do this. I want to be her. I want to do it.
Stop it. Okay, that's sick.
I feel like I'm being very annoying.
No, you're being beautiful. This is beautiful.
Fast and
no, it's beautiful. The energy's high.
Okay,
roll with it.
I get excited when I talk about certain things.
Don't think about it.
I know.
Don't be self-conscious. It's just we're just here. We're just here together on the couch. So I want to know if there's a demo of yours that you love and you're like, why haven't I released that? Do you know what I mean?
Fam, should I open up my hard drive? Like,
Be here all day.
do you know what? That, I have to say, is quite a painful process of music.
It is.
Because people just think, why don't you just put something out?
Yeah.
Little do you know,
Yeah, man.
it's not actually up to me.
Yeah.
There's other writers, if you've collaborated, there's producers, there's their manager. Like, everyone's got their own agenda, and sometimes a song doesn't get to come out.
Just doesn't get to come out, and you just might love it.
There is definitely a few things sitting on my laptop that I listen to for the joy of my life. And some days I'm like, flip this. I'm gonna put it all out.
I'm just gonna put it out, dude. I have those same feelings.
Remember when Wiley did that?
No, I
He
don't.
released like 1,300 songs
Stop it.
somewhere.
That's
all
sick.
of his.
Because why not?
Just raggo. I remember when he did that, and I was like, now sometimes literally I get so vexed at life because I'm like, this should be out there.
Yep.
But then you're like, but I don't even have the stems. The mix is dead.
Brilliant.
This is the one session. I got the thing from the studio session, and the producer blanked me ever since.
Oh my god.
You know when you ask for your tune for about 3
Dude,
years?
yeah.
Then you give up.
And you just give up. You're like, I'm gonna have to deal with that MP3 now for the rest of my life.
There's a few cuts like that.
There's a few.
And there's magic in demos, man. It's not,
Yeah,
you
there
can't always just re-record things.
And there's no chance. There's no that might not be coming out, or you want it to come out.
But you know what? You move on.
You do, yeah.
And sometimes I think things have had their moment.
At their moment.
That is why now my attitude is, if I like it now,
Right.
I've got to put it out now, because you know what? You outgrow your music.
Shit changes, man. Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't wear your hair the same your whole life, do you? Like, you change, and then you look
So
back
true.
at yourself and say, oh, I can't
Yeah.
believe I wore that. It's like music.
Interesting.
Like, I had a lot more poppier songs that I think I'm glad I didn't put them out, because
Okay.
I don't think for me they're something I want in my kind of legacy, but I wish they got pitched to someone.
Okay, interesting.
But you know what? Good songs are good songs, though.
That's what I was going to say. Good songs. And also, maybe the way you wear your hair could be seen as production. So maybe a tune could be made current for you with production. Maybe the same song could be redone.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility with the old demos? Or do you love the production too? Or you just...
A bit of both. I
Yeah.
think sometimes things you've just moved on.
Yeah,
You know.
just moved on. And you're just like, oh, wish they hadn't come out. So these songs, the poppy songs that you talk about, are they on Spotify?
No. My first thing I released on Spotify was last year.
Right.
It was Closer Than
That's
Close.
what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't like officially put out any music before, except I did a song and it was out, but it was just on YouTube.
Floating around
Yeah.
on YouTube.
It wasn't actually officially released.
Now, I want to know if there's ever been a song that you've heard recently or whenever that you've thought like, fuck, that sounds like I wrote that. Like it's got all the same flavors, all the same ingredients. This person's on my wavelength. They're on my frequency.
Well, most times if I hear a song like that, I'm like, you flipping
yeah.
bitch. Oh my.
You're like, shit.
I shouldn't have written that song.
Yeah. Is there anyone that does that to you?
I remember listening to Janelle Monáe, Arc Android, and
Sick.
being so in love, but so
Angry at the same time.
so vexed at the same. Like, I'd be at her shows because we were like fans from day
Yes.
when she was doing really small stuff
She's
over here.
incredible, yeah.
And I remember just watching her thinking,
That's
you
funny.
flipping-
Mixed emotions, just
Mixed,
yeah.
like,
It's like,
I love you so much, but I hate you. Leanne LaHavis, like I'm so in love with her, but equally hate her.
equally here because you're like, oh, that's
You're brilliant,
brilliant.
and I wish I
You wish it.
was you.
That one of my favourite songs of hers, I watched that on Jules Holland before the album, and it was
Age.
no, it was Kiss Me Softly, Leave Me No Room for Doubt.
Oh, beautiful.
We all make mistakes.
Oh my God.
We do.
Oh yes.
I learned from you. Oh,
Yeah.
it was like with a guy called Willie something. Make a mistake.
Yes.
We do. It's just her, a guitar, and an amp on Jules Holland. I was like,
Yeah. I remember seeing her. There used to be this thing on YouTube called like taxi or something, or black cab. They'd be in the
Okay.
back of a black cab.
I think I remember that. And they'd play a tune.
Yeah.
And they'd get picked up and
I
get
remember
dropped
seeing
off.
her, and I was like, she
Sick.
took my breath away.
Yeah.
And I saw her maybe, I don't know, 4 years back at Royal Albert Hall.
So what is it with Janelle and Leanne that you relate to, that you go, that's similar to what I would do? Fuck you, but I love you.
Yeah. I think all the artists I love all have this mix of like jazz, soul,
Yes.
quirkiness.
Which sounds like the Earth, Wind and Fire thing.
Yeah,
and all the
it's
people you
all
listen
like perfectly rolled in this dough ball and just like baked to perfection, and it's gooey on the inside, but then you get a little crispy thing, and it's just
to. Maybe real hungry. Maybe I want like dough balls and Pizza Express.
it's only Lidl round here apparently. But Lidl's banging. We love Lidl.
Rep Lidl.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
And I think that's, yeah, I feel like those things are in me, and sometimes I have to figure out when I'm writing kind of which way to go, because sometimes I feel more soulful, sometimes I feel more...
And is there a song of yours that you've written that might be on this EP that you think has every ingredient? Is the one that rounds everything off? Or do they all? Is it like a pie chart with the middle bit, or is the one that just...
Thinking of the songs. Not to literally just say this because I'm sitting in front of you, but
Because you're on a podcast.
I do think Higher Ground does tick a lot of boxes for me.
Right.
Because the pre-chorus has got the jazzy BVs.
Of course, and it's got the chord changes.
Yeah. You know, it's got that. Then it's got a bit of groove in it. Allows me to actually sing.
Yeah. It's got the poem, it's got the cosmic poem in there.
Right, it's got the cosmic poem in there. It's got something quirky about it, something different, something interesting in the production.
Something
Otherworldly. So that's quite close. And I think moving forward, I really want to try and do that with an up-tempo track.
Sick, interesting.
I think it's harder to do it with an up-tempo.
Definitely.
For me, anyway.
Yeah. Let's give it a go.
Let's do it.
I'm well up for it. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Okay, so Higher Ground.
But the thing I do love about the EP is that it does take you on a journey. Like,
wicked.
Start to finish. And you get different shades of me.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So there's something that's really left, like Falling from Grace. Like, the garden is so flipping sick.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a lot darker.
Okay.
You know, and a bit more left. And then something like Cause and Cure is a bit more
so you see some
boppy.
Different sides, yeah.
You know? So you get a palette.
Are you spiritual? Are you religious?
Yeah.
You are religious, isn't it? What religion?
Well, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, actually.
Yes, I thought
so. And although I haven't been baptised, because you get baptised as an adult.
Ah, okay.
So I'm not...
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, they're Christians. I wouldn't say I am a Jehovah's Witness now, because I think that would be hypocritical.
Okay.
But I'm definitely a spiritual person,
and
I believe in the Bible, and I do.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I
remember when we were writing that, there was a lot of focus on that, wasn't it? About, because what are the lyrics?
You know, can you take me to a higher ground?
Yeah, take me to a higher ground.
Where the palm trees don't grow.
That's it, yeah.
Where super love's the only thing we know. It's this kind of... Yeah, in higher ground, when we're not on earth.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a spiritual realm.
Interesting. But, because I was reading up, I've been reading loads of books, but I wanted to read the Bible recently.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of stories in there, and a lot of things going on that I feel like are relatable. And I just, instead of being like, I don't believe in the Bible, I want to read it.
I love that.
See what's going on in there.
I think the Bible is an amazing book. And it's funny that when you could say, oh, I've read this Oprah Winfrey book and it's amazing. People would be like, oh, really? Like,
right.
What's she saying?
Right.
But then... self-love. Oh my God, she said self-love.
#black.
She said love your neighbor.
Fuck.
And it's like, yeah, the Bible says some banging things too.
Right.
But it's suddenly like...
it's the Bible, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't
yeah.
mention the Bible.
I know.
Like, almost offensive. Like, it's a banging book.
banging books with banging stories in there.
And I don't just think it's a book
messages.
with stories. This is my personal faith. I believe it is an inspired crunch. That felt good. An inspired book.
Yeah.
From Jehovah God. I do. And it's funny you mention that because actually there is a lot of kind of religious and spiritual connotation throughout my EP as well. Because in particular, Falling from Grace, Zeus in the movie kind of obviously represents God, and it's for me it was almost about this time in my life where I felt like I was falling out of God's favor.
Oh, okay.
Like falling from grace,
Wow.
kind of starting to become an adult and make my own decisions and maybe not do things the way my parents brought me up to. And it's difficult. It's actually difficult navigating that when you've been raised within a religion.
And your parents are still...
Yeah. They are, and I really respect them for their faith. But you do feel like you're displeasing and falling out of favour. So there's and that's woven throughout the whole EP as well. Like there's a lot of layers with that when it comes to religion and God.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed. I mean, obviously religion has created some pretty crazy, like, horrific things in the world.
Yeah.
But we won't go there. Look on the other side, the amazing thing it has created through belief and through faith, the art, the music, amazing things.
Yeah.
So it's nice
I think faith is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. All right. So we're getting to the end of my questions. But favorite movie we're gonna go with Xanadu.
Xanadu.
Yeah.
And then closely followed by Sister Act 2.
That's amazing.
You know what? Watch
it.
the movies with me. I'm that person. I will sit down and tell you every single word.
line.
Please don't stop.
Oh my God. You're funny.
Yeah. Literally.
Art form, dance, photography, painting, something one day you'd like to shift into.
Well, I draw.
Do you?
Yeah, I draw.
Didn't know that.
I'm actually
fucking sick.
I'm actually really amazing.
Really fucking good, yeah.
I've never been trained or anything, but I've always drawn. My family's always drawn. Brothers do a lot of comics. I design clothes and draw, and I'm creating my own merchandise at the minute.
Sick. Okay, so fashion, drawing. What is it that you draw? Always fashion?
Yeah, I always draw women.
Okay.
I can't draw men.
Really?
Yeah, I always draw the female form.
The female
form? I love drawing the female form.
It's way more beautiful. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Your butters.
I know. There's so many great sound clips in this.
But you know what? Something dawned on me late last year, this year. There's so much pressure to do something for a reason. And I was like, I just enjoy drawing. Like, it doesn't have to mean anything.
Sick.
And
Just an outlet.
My other half's got an iPad and he's got the pen that goes with it.
Oh, yeah.
And you can draw with the pen on the iPad.
Amazing.
Flipping, banging.
Game changer.
You can paint in it and it's crazy. So I was doing that and I posted something on my story actually, and loads of people were like, oh my God, this is sick. What is this? And I was like, I'm just drawing. Just having a good time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I went to an art exhibition last night. You know Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes? The band? Punk rock band. Making waves in the scene. They're amazing. I did a remix of them. That's how I kind of know them. And he's just put on an art exhibition. And he does loads of paintings and they were fucking wild. And it was just so nice to go to. There was no music, there was no band, so it was just seeing what his brain created.
Yeah.
And it was lovely.
So lovely.
Would you ever do that? Would you ever put your things on display?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I want to start painting this year. I've actually bought tickets to. There's a really beautiful artist on Instagram called Catalina.
Okay.
And I bought 3 paintings from her.
Oh wow!
Which are up in my house. Yeah.
Sick.
And she's holding this like drawing evening, painting evening.
Sick.
So I bought tickets to that, and because do you know what? I will say that is one amazing thing about having a toddler and being a mum is that are re-seeing life through fresh eyes. Because for them, like, everything's amazing and
"Wow."
new, and there's a tree, there's a bird,
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, there is a tree, and what a great tree that is.
yeah. And it's like the simple things, like we're drawing, we're painting, we're touching leaves, and I think it does
beautiful.
bring you back down to a place where you're like,
Also puts you in the present moment, which is so key.
absolutely present. Like,
Yeah.
I will not message you back when I'm with him, because
Yeah.
one, I can't, because you're probably going to jump in front of a car.
Yeah, exactly. Or you'd be like, can I go on your phone? And you're like, oh no.
Yeah. And yeah, you're just in the moment. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. Like, your kids teach you. Do you know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
they are teaching you again. And you're like, oh yeah, when did we
Wow. That's
like just stop being kids and start becoming adults, and suddenly,
What a beautiful cycle of life.
yeah.
And suddenly not appreciate the feel of leaves.
Yeah,
Why don't you-
literally.
you know
Like,
what I mean?
why is grass not amazing anymore? And, you know, why aren't we just doing stuff because it's fun? And
That's a beautiful realization.
it is.
Man, I'm
Have a kid. Have a baby.
No!
You'll love it.
I'm getting to that point of like, should I? Oh no, and I'm like, no. But maybe it'd be no.
You're getting
Sausage
it.
dog's enough right now.
Yeah. So yeah, then
Interesting.
this is the great thing about motherhood, that you're just like, I think there's so much pressure for us to do something and show it. Like,
Right.
you could just
Just do.
start learning anything just because you want to. Like, it doesn't have
Doesn't
to
have to have a reason.
have a purpose, a due date. No pressure.
That's great.
I'm just
That's a really nice
enjoying
message.
drawing. I love taking pictures too, but I have not learned how to use my camera.
Right, I've got a film thing. I like taking this on autofocus.
Your film pictures of India were so
Quite nice, aren't they?
So good.
Yeah, it's just nice to, when you aim it, you go, all right, this is the only one I'm going to take of this because I've only got 36.
Right. And it
you just-
means something.
You appreciate it more.
Yeah, absolutely.
It costs more, but
Yeah,
you
it costs a
appreciate it more.
lot.
Yeah. Wonderful. Now, what's next? You got the EP written?
EP's done. EP is coming out in March.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I thought, you know, when you're like, is it?
You said it. Yeah, you said it now. You said it.
Hasn't been uploaded.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming out at the end of March.
Great.
And as much as I'm so excited to have that out, I do feel like it's time to let that go and
Is
let it
it?
fly. Because I can feel a new
That's going to be a mad
era
feeling for you.
bubbling.
Can you feel it? Right.
Yeah.
Because what a mad feeling. You've worked basically your whole life with this concept and you're about to put it out
I know.
for the public to devour.
I know.
Beautiful though. March. Okay, great. So you're mixing it and all that stuff now.
Mixing right now. Final touches, artwork, them things there.
Any shows? No.
Yep.
Okay, no shows yet.
no.
There's a show. There's a show.
There will be some show announcements.
Yes. At some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
Definitely there will be some shows, because live is
Yeah, man.
what I love.
I couldn't recommend going to see you live more.
Oh.
It's just such a wonderful experience.
Could not
I could I-
recommend.
could not
Not recommend.
I could not recommend.
Oh no, it's a double
Basically-
negative.
Go and watch Kyra live. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to, kindly put me on an amazing
So,
tour
Beyonce's
support
next tour
show.
support.
Yeah, something,
Beyonce.
Now, there's a few things, but nothing's been completely confirmed.
Nice.
But I will be doing some shows.
Perfect.
And dropping a lot more music.
Sick.
A lot more.
March is the first CP, and then you're just gonna keep writing, keep going.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff in the vault ready to go.
Right. Sick. And we're gonna do some sessions. Hey. Also, Dimensures. I didn't realize how cosmic you were.
Very. You weren't awake to it.
I wasn't awake to, but I'm awake now.
Yeah.
Kyra, it's been amazing chatting to you.
Oh,
I love
it's
you.
been so good. I
Nothing
love you
but
so
love.
much, Llama.
Love. It's actually an alpaca.
Oh, sorry.
I know. Llama family though.
Okay.
That was beautiful.